Hey, it's Doom here, and we're back. And we have this futuristic train for Warhammer or whatever you're playing. So I'm going to grab a brown here, my trusty dark brown I use for everything. And a crappy brush. I have so many of those laying around, that shouldn't be a problem. What's nice about this piece is I can kind of hold it from the inside. Oh, no, I can't because my fingernails are too long. Alright. Let's get a brush coat on here. Don't have to cover every inch of it. The better or worse you do on this part, the different results it may end up yielding. I'm going to do it quick because I like my paint jobs to take no time. If you've seen me paint miniatures, you know I don't like to go over an hour if I can help it. Okay. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We'll do a dark brown, and we'll dry it off and get a look at it. And then we'll use a light brown. Then maybe we'll come back and do a couple of these little panels, something different. Maybe. Trying to get some of that brown down in the cracks if I can. If I can't, it's not breaking my heart. A little bit of white showing under there. Hit it with the brown. Be alright. Let's get it around there. Oop, there we go. A little bit of that's popping up. That's alright. I don't care. That's okay. Now, if you are someone who is playing a lot of Warhammer, you might want to go back and make sure that's not coming loose. But if you're someone that's using this for some sci-fi train or a one-off, like I will, probably in next week's last session of Star Wars, or, well, it's not really Star Wars, but I've been calling it Star Wars. But, yeah, if you're using it for something like that, more long-term, take your time making sure it's all sturdy. Don't take your time painting it, though. I actually kind of like the look of the terrible paint jobs. Alright, we got something like that going on. Throw my brush in the water there. We're going to need that brush in a minute, probably. Let's get the hair dryer. Now, you don't have to get this completely dry, but you want to have it dry enough that you can kind of handle it without getting yourself completely brown. Alright, so now we need some cardboard and some lighter paint. I'm grabbing a I don't know if the color's khaki. Oh, light and mocha. Is it still matte? Yeah, it's matte. We're going to get that light mocha, mix it with our dark brown, create a mid-tone color. Grab our brush back and mix that up. That's really, really light. Not quite what I wanted. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a little bit of brown here. That's what we wanted. We're going to darken this up. Get a mid-tone color going. Doesn't have to be perfect and doesn't have to be mixed perfect. I'm going to wipe a lot of that off. A lot of that off. Holy crap. I went overboard, guys. Alright, we're going to come back. We're just going to top to bottom, work our way down. You don't have to hit every spot. This is not our final paint job either. It might be. What if we like it? That's another thing. If you're making this and you get to a spot where you're like, man, you know what? Cool with it now. be cool as it now. You know? Don't let anybody tell you how to make your garbage into something different garbage. So I wanted to change the name of my budget builds to something else, and I was looking at I had some ideas, and the one I really liked was taken by somebody else, and I was like, oh, you bastard, I don't want to copy off anybody. Alright, I think we got kind of a good rough draft going there of what we wanted. Let's get rid of that cardboard for now, let that dry. We use that on a different project. Let's get a new piece of cardboard over here. When I say new, I mean used. I will use all this cardboard again and again until I can't use it anymore, most likely. Alright. Now we need something to do like a decent dry brush with, and this is just a really crappy brush that I've not ever sorted out the problems I have with. We're in the middle of a standoff of how much we hate each other. We're going to wipe almost everything off of that. Like that. And we're going to come back here. We're going to lighten it up again. Alright, now I'd like to do something with these that's kind of metallic-y at this point. I'm throwing this away because I hate cleaning it. And that's okay because it's mine. Alright, so I want to do something metallic-y around here. And I could go through and make a line down each one of those. And that might be the smart play. So we can do that. I have... This is brushed metal, brushed dark gray. I really like this paint a lot. I've used it for a ton of projects. And these don't have to be perfect. Actually, I think I'd like to capture like that. This is just it's supposed to be brown and some of this is rubbed off. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing now. I am lazy. I could have done this with a dry brush. Here. Check this out, kids. Crappy brush, right? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. There's that pretty metallic we were looking for. Need a little bit more. Hit this. Just drag it along. Do 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 do. See where we're at on our paint timer. Uh-oh. Alright, so we got some metallic. We got some non-metallic. Let's get some of this metallic. Let's get some of this blue. Let's paint some of these little, what's they doozers. Let's paint this one. And what else we got? How about this little window looking thing here? Nice. Now, I didn't do any studs, which is kind of my thing. Rivets. But that's okay. Not every project has to have rivets. Not every project has to have rivets. Except for when they do. Alright, you got me. We'll put rivets on it. Where are my rivets? I got some blue rivets. Yeah.